Hello there, this is Cindy at cindybdesigns.com. Thank you for joining me today. I am doing this without a voiceover, at least I hope not, because I wanted to share with you just a mini haul that I got from our new, they don't call it holiday anymore, it's going to be from the August to into December, beginning of January catalog. The dates right here. August through December 2020. And it normally tells you the last day that you can, okay, January 4 to 2021, and you can start ordering from August 4th to January 4th. That's 5 months. And normally we have a 4-month rotation on our, or 4 to 5. Normally it's like 4 on the holiday catalog, and then about 5 to 6, 5 on what we normally call the spring. So if you are a customer of mine, this should already be in your hands, and I'm going to show you what I got. So really in no particular order, I am going to start out with a standalone stamp set I got. This is called Press On, and I can tell you this, one of our $1 million sellers designed this stamp set with a concept artist in the organization. This is going to carry over, so it's a really good investment, and it's going to carry over because a $1 million demo did the stamp set, and I've noticed that we carry that over for at least a year. So you're going to see this good investment. It goes great with another stamp set, Nothing's Better Than, that has a chocolate, a cocktails, a coffee. There are no dies to this. This is one stamp right here, as you can see. These are super easy to just fussy cut on your own, as well as those coffee cups there if you wanted it to be individual. And this is a clean mount stamp set, which means it's rubber. So I went ahead and got this. Oh, I think I'll do like the big sweets next, but for the bundles, the next one I got is, and I've got my catalog here to help me tell you what I'm doing. I did not get anything Christmas. It's way too early for that. And I'm just not there emotionally. I'm not even at fall, to tell you the truth. And I probably won't get around to sampling any of this for you in last week of September or so, mid-September. It's got to cool down like a little bit. Maybe get like, under 85. With less than 90% humidity. So we have Fireside Trimmings here. This is a great fall stamp set. You can use it for Christmas, and I picked out a lot of things that you could use for both. I only got like maybe 6 things, so it's really not that much, because you know what a minimalist I am. We have all these fantastic images. It comes with dies, so this is a bundle, which just means it has a stamp set and dies with it. So again, we have the fireplace, our little wood image down there, our logs, pumpkins, deer, vases, candles, a little tree vase you can put in there, and then stamp it with the leaves there. We got some pine cones, wreath, a clock, Christmas trees, and lanterns. Great sentiments too. We're covering, well, it looks like Christmas, fall, and Halloween. And look at all these dies that you get. There's a die for everything in here. Little fire dies. Oops, little fire dies right there that you can use. And you know what? When I was putting this together, I thought, because I have like a sick mind, I thought, you know what? This would be like a really good image right here, or die cut to use to give to a child who just lost a tooth. Because that kind of reminded me of, yeah, I told you whatever. That kind of reminded me of roots into a tooth, and how like the top is shaped a little bit with that. So yeah, that's what I did, or what went through my head. Not sick mind, I just have a really, really dry sense of humor. And I thought that was really creative to think of it that way too, so yeah. But there are so many different standalone dies in here that you can use on top of all of these images. And for every single image in this stamp set, there is a die cut. This coordinates beautifully with the rest of our suites I'm going to be showing you coming up in a few. But for instance, like this paper, this DSP comes from another product suite, and look at that. I mean, I just see fall all the way through here. I see Christmas too at the same time. Like with that pattern, this is another good one for fall. But I'll get to that in a minute. So this is a really good value for actually less than $47. And you can do a lot with this. It'll take you from now, or at least until it cools down a little bit, all the way through to the end of the year. And then beyond that, there's standalone labels in here that you can die cut out. These 3 little banners that you could hang over the fireplace. I mean, there's birthdays, holidays. You can do a lot with this, with the other sentiment stamp sets that we have. This little, I don't know what it's called. It's like a rack, that iron rack that you put inside your fireplace to hold the logs. I mean, like I said, there's a ton of standalone die cuts to this. Again, fantastic value, and I highly encourage you to pick it up. So this is called the Fireside Trimmings bundle, and we have the Fireside Trimmings stamp set along with the Fireside dies. So moving on, I think I will go ahead and stick with fall a little bit here. This is, okay, this one's gorgeous, and this is a whole suite collection, which means we have everything in here. Remember, ooh, bad light, I'm sorry. Remember during last week's video, I was telling you the difference between suite collections and bundles? This is it. So with this, you're going to get 2 different types of 12 by 12 designer series paper, and we'll go through all of this. You're going to get the beautiful autumn stamp set, and I love those big sentiments in the font. Then we have the acorn trinkets, 2 different types of ribbon, and then 3 mini punches. So to get started with that beautiful autumn stamp set, this is, I'm still going to skip intro, just even though I have it muted. Pine cones here, I can see using this for Christmas. You can do lots of coloring. And let me see what these punches coordinate with. So you're going to have solid images on top of the line art. And this little leaf punch here coordinates with these 2. We have the acorn punch that will coordinate with these 3 because the top's going to be separate. This is clear, and yeah, the top is separate. And then we have this punch here that's going to coordinate with these 2. And that'll make it really easy for accessories. Then we have these acorn trinkets. They're heavy too. I was surprised by how heavy they are, and they are solid. I mean, they're weighty. And you can put like linen thread through there, anything that you want to. And you are going to get 20 pieces of these. And the coordinating ribbon will fit through the top super easy, especially this metallic. And this is going to be, this is like a copper metallic. And do I have a white piece of paper here? Yeah, I do. Hopefully you can see that better with this cruddy light. So we've got that metallic copper, and this looks like it's an eighth of an inch for that. Then we have this gorgeous mint macaron basket weave, and that's like that folder that we had for the spring. Beautiful, it's just beautiful. So for the designer series paper that we have, it's going to be mint macaron, Cajun craze, crumb cake, early espresso, and very vanilla. And like I said, these are it's a 12 by 12 paper pack. Well, I might as well start from the bottom. But with this entire suite, less than $97, you're going to get 2 each of all 3 of these, okay? And this one's copper, this one's gold, and this one is bronze. So you get 6 sheets total of all that. And the designer series paper just really blew me away. And if you notice our Stampin' Up! Coordination thing, this goes fantastic with that Forever Fern stamp set in the annual catalog. And I really probably should have brought all this over here. But you can take a look at it and see the different colors in the designer series paper. So you get 2 sheets of each, and I went ahead and flipped everything over. But if you notice on the opposite side, we have, that's why they call it the Gilded Autumn Suite, because we have, well, I guess for lack of a better way to say it, the gild, so to speak, which just means like foil in your cardstock. So we have the gold running through the mint macaron there, and every sheet has this on the back. But look at these beautiful patterns of the herringbone, and then all of the metallics are included in this sheet here if you see it. And I mean, that's just, it's gorgeous in person. And then here's the flip side of it. Then we have more, and that's going to be the Cajun Craze with the gold. I'm trying to tilt it in here so you can see it. And then we have stripes that can go either way as you see fit. Another piece of DSP that has all 3 of the metallic colors in it. This is more like herringbone, a larger herringbone. Love this. To me, that's like a staple pattern in a sense, and you know how I am about that. Then we have another full-size mint macaron sheet, and that has the gold on it. I am going to run out of this before anything else. It's just crumb cake with some splatters of early espresso on it. And you know what? This is something that you can make yourself too, just in case you do run out. And then we have little pumpkins and gourds on this one. And that is Cajun Craze. And did I make it through that suite? Yes, I did. So you get all of that I just showed you for $96.25. With one easy ordering number that just makes it super convenient, and that is what I like. So I'm flipping through my pages here, making sure I got through what I wanted to so far with you. Okay, next up I'm going to show you what the Plaid Tidings suite is. And this one's a fairly simple suite. Oh, gotta move all this out of the way so I don't show it to you again. This one comes with the Celebration Tidings stamp set, and again, this is another stamp set that'll carry over all the way through to Valentine's Day, which you know I don't do. But you know, we have the pumpkins, the cobwebs, and everything coordinates with everything in this catalog, along with the annual catalog. And again, that is one thing that you will always see with Stampin' Up! Products. Everything goes with everything else, down to the scale. Spiders, Christmas sentiments, these little swirls would be great coming out of that press-on, even though we have this here. I mean, options, options, options. Valentine's Day, more fall, another heart. You know, Thanksgiving. Gift-wise, the Happy Haunting for Halloween, and my phone's blowing up, so I'm sorry if I'm getting distracted. Then we have the Celebration label die cuts. These are fantastic, and I'm really hoping, yeah, I do have a piece or card front already cut for you. So this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and this is how large these dies are. You can make a card out of this here. All you do is partial die cutting. Don't die cut past these two here, and you have a large card. So let's see how big this die cut is. It's 6 1/4 lengthwise by 4 1/2 widthwise. So again, this is a standard card front. It goes over it. Let's check out the second die. Okay, so yeah, this would be a great mat too. You can also use this as to cut down, you know, turn it into a card the same way I described the other one. So you get all of these dies with it. You get 2 of all the images, or at least the accent images that you have to cut out. For instance, if you wanted to take one of these hearts, place it over here to give it some dimension. And then again, the standalone dies, little corner edges there. This is a bat, which is really, really hard to see. So you get like a lot of standalone images here too. Check our designer series paper, especially with the next suite I'm going to show you, because what I've noticed with a lot of these stamp sets, I have different standalone die cuts. Go back to our paper, it'll cut it out or be awfully darn close, where I'm not going to say wing it, but it does work. So this is a really good all-around bundle to have, not only for the die cuts, but the designer series paper, which I'm going to show you again in a second. This is 3/8 ribbon. It's there's really no color to it, is there? No, it's just like a rustic kind of ribbon. It looks kind of crumb cake-ish, that you can use for pretty much anything, but it's also going to coordinate beautifully with this 6x6 pad that we have here. So in this you get 48 sheets, 12 double-sided designs, and 4 each of, the 12. So when I get something like this, I automatically grab it and then turn it over, so I have like 2 of this pattern facing up to me, and then 2 of that. But this is fantastic. It's a staple for me, that black and white. And it's all plaid. And it's going to go with everything. This could, fall pattern, Halloween, not pattern, but the colors. The colors go in here with everything. We have more Christmas. I think that's kind of gnarly looking, but it's bright. And I see a birthday card from that. That could even be Halloween if you really wanted to get out of the box and doll something up. To me, it looks like Halloween to me anyway. Fall. Oh, the colors in here, good mix too. Cherry Cobbler, Melon Mambo, Blackberry Bliss, Shaded Spruce, Pretty Peacock, Bumblebee, and Pumpkin Pie. This is another staple to me as well, because it's a neutral pattern. This looks like crumb cake rather than anything else. So sometimes colors are kind of like snuck into DSP a little bit just to accent. So there's the other side. Then we have this gorgeous Bumblebee plaid. And I'm just going to go through this really quick to show you, because I don't want this going on forever. Christmas, more fall, Halloween. That is Blackberry Bliss. And you can hear Jezebel barking outside. The wind must be blowing. She's really not a barker, to tell you the truth. That'd be great for Halloween. This is another pattern that I consider a staple, just because of black and white. That would be great with the stamp set as well. And that is how I pick and choose a lot of my products. I love that. This is kind of like the first time I'm looking at it too, or really picking it apart, because I was too busy organizing it and putting it away before I did this video. That's really cool. Love this too. And that is it. And did I get through the whole suite? Yes, I did. So again, that is called the Plaid Tidings Suite, and it comes with a stamp set, a Celebration Tidings stamp set, the ribbon, this paper, and the die cuts. Next up, I'm going to show you this little treat box. Okay, come on, what'd I do? This is called the Little Treats Bundle. And with this, it's just going to be the stamp set again. This is our cling mount and the dies. And I should have like cut a box out for you, but check out those scalloped edges up there. This is going to be great for Halloween, stocking stuffers. You could use it for weddings, Christmas, birthday, Valentine's Day if you wanted to. And by the sentiments, it takes you all the way through to and beyond the beginning of the new year. And out of this, the images that we have dies for are the Santa hat and the birthday present there. Everything else is more like a complimentary image, like that wedding ring. We have like this little ticket die cut here. Here's a Santa hat, a little tag over there, scallop, circle, ornaments. There's the present. One thing I want you to pay attention to, especially with the next suite, I gotta grab a pokey tool here, that I introduced to you, is if you look really close, see that detail inside that spider? We have that coming up on cellophane treat bags, stamps, especially with I think it's called Magic in the Air, but I'm coming up on that next. It's the only Halloween thing I really got. We're dedicated to that. But everything in this catalog goes for mixing and matching and pulling things together. And I've noticed when I do my demonstrations to you, I really stick to suites, and to be honest, you know, that's to make it easy for you and your budget, but I like to be able to bring other products in as well. So I think I'm going to start mixing and matching that a little bit, and then let your own imagination take over at the same time too. So this to me was kind of like a little staple item here, especially for Halloween, because it's going to be different this year with the kids and my little cousins and everything like that, to where they're not going to be able to come over, or probably won't, I mean, who knows, and come to my door to visit me. So this is another really good suite that you want, or you know, a bundle, and it's $53 that you want to get your hands on, and great samples in the catalog too. Now this one is very, very cool, and I'm looking forward to working with it, but it's going to be a little while because, again, it's still too early in the season for me. And yeah, I gotta like lose the paper clip here so I know what I'm doing. Off screen here just a little bit to get to what I want to. Okay, yeah. You're gonna love this one. This is called Magic in This Night. Sweet. When I edit this video, I'll try and fix that blue hue that I'm seeing. I don't know if you see it or not. But again, this is a sweet collection. $89 for everything that you're going to get here. So what you're going to get, I'm just going to read it off real quick. You get the 12x12 DSP, embossing folder, the stamp set, the dies, which are cool by the way, black glitter paper, kind of like that Gilded Autumn included in there, iridescent pearls, and wait till you see this mesh. It is, oh, this is going to be fun. Anyhow, these iridescent pearls, the colors are Pretty Peacock, Blackberry Bliss, Cajun Craze, and Basic Black. If you get your nails done and you've seen chrome nails before, that's what these look like. It depends on how you tilt them in the light to see what you're going to get, but it all goes together. Then we have a Cobwebs embossing folder, and you know how thick our folders are, and you're going to get a great print from that. The Hallows Night Magic stamp set is cling, and the Halloween Magic dies. These all go together. You have this image right here, and I believe this die cut's going to cut it out. So you have this one, and then you have this huge frame here, and look at the detail. I just put it in my, no I didn't. Look at that detail in there too. It's kind of like the Tasteful Labels dies, where the edges are just so detailed and beautiful. Then we have that large spider image, which this will cut out. Other complementary dies in here, and I keep looking at this frame to what these can cut out, how they can complement what you're doing. These two bats, this die will cut out. Then we have like little bats here. Now on the stamp set, I'm going to bring it up like really close. See the design inside the bats there? That's going to go with the Celebration. Is it that Celebration Labels bat? Which one is it? Okay, it was the little treats bat. Or spider. Yeah, spider. So you're going to have, that intricate detail in there, and then this standalone spider die, the same intricate detail. That's how you mix and match your products and put them together. When you buy them, if you need help putting things together to coordinate to get the best bang for your buck, shoot me off an email or a text. I'm always here to help you with that because I'm really good at that since I'm a minimalist. Then you have this fantastic border over here, and you know how I feel about those kind of stamps. This looks like a flower of some sort. And I'm going to look. If you go through our designer series paper, you're going to be able to use these dies to cut out images in the DSP too. So here's our stamp set there. You get a large spider and a small one. Just a cutest little sentiments. You know, kids are going to love that. Now for the paper, I haven't shown you that, but my ribbon, or the ribbon, that is going to be, to me, the funnest. So you're going to get two pieces of this black glitter paper. And this time the back side of it is not white. It's a little bit thinner and easier. It's more pliable and easier to deal with. So that way you can wrap it around the tins that we have in the catalog, which I did get, but I'm not showing you today because you will see them. Then we have the Rich Rouse Blackberry Bliss little spiders. This Argyle Basic Black. I love that. It's a staple to me. Pretty peacock. And then more the basic black. We have roses and flowers and buds in Halloween, so it works out. It does go. And then we have a little bit more of that in there as well, under the Cajun Craze with black. To me, this is another staple piece of cardstock or designer series paper because of the black and white. It looks kind of silver to me more so than anything else. Then we have this spider web DSP here in Cajun Craze. The bats with the exact same print in it or design as the stamp set. Let's see if this goes, because you never know and I haven't tried it yet. And yes, it does. So instead of stamping, if you want, you can just, the die's right there. Because when I'm looking in the viewfinder, it looks really super far away from me, but when I go to edit it, it looks, okay, I'm too much in your face, so yeah, who knows. But I'm not going to edit this one here. I'll try and fix the color, but that's it. So yeah, that die cut goes perfectly over that. And I'm sure the spider one does too, because, you know, that's how it normally goes with our products. And then here we have all four of our colors in this piece of DSP here, which for Halloween it's really unusual, the florals in there, so I'm very appreciative of that. It's just something different. And this is a basic black pattern, the same as Cajun Craze, like that. And then more florals. And then we have more of our bats here. So that is our designer series paper. Now, this ribbon is 1.5 inches thick, and it is called, it's silver mesh ribbon. And I can't wait to play with this stuff. It's fantastic. Let me get that piece of white paper back in here. It's going to be hard to see on, oh yeah, let me get some black. Here we go, better. I hope you can see that. But it's 1.5 inches thick, and super, super silver, as you can see. And the things you can do with this, and you get a lot too. You get 10 yards. But, you know, all a ribbon like this, you know, you can take it apart, you can cut it, you can make thread nests underneath it. Hold on to this for Christmas as well, for the silver, because we don't have any silver twine or anything out right now that you can like take apart to use for silver. I haven't really, do we have anything in the holiday catalog that's silver? And I'm going to keep calling it holiday catalog until I break that habit, which will probably be next year sometime. But in the very back we have a section to where you can see everything that's in, like this, broken down, you know, by punches, dies, stamp sets, embellishments, DSP packaging. And do we have any silver ribbon and trim? No, we don't. So consider this part of your Christmas crafting as well. But yeah, you can just pull it apart, you can cut it, and like I said, do thread nests and everything like that. So this is fantastic. And that is all I got for starters, because I'm really not going to play with Christmas for months. So I hope that you enjoyed this real brief walkthrough of the products I picked up from our, I'm trying to get the cover back on here because I can't show you the inside yet. There we go. So I hope that you enjoyed this real quick little mini haul that I got. Again, if you need anything, let me know. And this should pretty much be in your hands if you're a customer of mine. If you want a holiday mini catalog, let me know. I will get one out to you if you're in the US. And I will see you next week for our projects. I haven't made up my mind if I'm going to feature anything or not, because I have it written down, but I haven't really started creating for next week yet, so I'm going to wing that a little bit. So again, if you need anything, shoot me off an email, text, give me a call, and I hope that you have a fantastic weekend. So God bless, and I will see you next week. Oh, and be sure to visit me at cindybdesigns.com, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe to this video. Bye.